Number two, the one is all, the all are one. Again, we have touched on this. You are all that is. Each of you is all that is, expressing itself as a part of all that is. This is what you call the holographic principle in your new technological language. Every part contains the whole. Every part contains the whole. The whole can create itself to be experienced as parts, but every part contains the whole. This was illustrated, as we have talked about before, in the past by a symbol called Indra's net, which is like looking at a latticework of perfectly round reflective pearls. Each pearl reflects every other pearl in the net. So in order to gain access to all the information of the entire net, all you actually have to do is look at any one pearl. You can see all the other pearls in it. Every single one of you is such a pearl. You reflect all the other pearls. Now, we understand that because of your focus, sometimes some of the other pearls are more difficult to see. That doesn't mean they aren't there. Your nature is holographic. They are there. And when you tune your vibration in your consciousness to that obvious fact, by understanding the nature of the structure of existence this way, you will then know it's all there, and you can access what you need, when you need it, where you need it, how you need it, perfectly, as you need it. Not a second before you need it, but not a second later than you need it. That is what is happening right now in this experience. That is what the idea of channeling is all about. Is being in the now to the point where you simply plug into what you need when you need it and allow that to come through as you need it, in what form you need it. That's why we never plan to talk to you. We never know what we're going to say. We just say, let us talk. Sometimes we might throw out a hint. But we have no idea what we are going to say until we say it. But we know that when we need to say it, it will be there. And it will be exactly what needs to be said for that moment. That's all there is to it. When you understand the nature of your structure and begin to come from that knowing place, that state of being allows for that kind of expression. That state of being does not allow any other kind of expression. But the one that needs to be here, now, that serves the best of all concerned, because that is our intent within our natural selves, because we are an aspect of all that is, which supports all the parts, which in turn support the whole. It's one thing. Again, we have used the puzzle analogy. A picture puzzle made up of all these thousands of pieces, each with its own unique shape. If you try to change the shape of any one of those pieces, when you attempt to put the puzzle picture together, then that piece won't fit anymore, and it won't support the whole, and the whole won't support it. But if you allow yourself to be the natural shape you were created to be, you will fit perfectly with all the other puzzle piece shapes, and in fitting perfectly, harmoniously, you will create the big picture that then, in a sense, supports all the pieces that make it up. And you have one harmonious experience. But if you think, I need to be this, I need to be that, and you are coming from the illusion instead of from a place of true knowing, then you do not fit. You do not harmonize. You conflict with yourself, first of all, because you are trying to be something you're not. You are not being yourself. your natural self. You're not being your obvious self. That is all that we have ever said, in all the things we have ever taught, in all the things we have ever spoken of, in all the things we have ever said or shared with you. All of them are nothing more than variations of you can be your natural, obvious self. We are just reminding you over and over who you are. And now we take this opportunity, this day of your time, to add this other level of knowingness so that you can, by understanding the obvious structure, the nature of things, understand your own nature and how obvious it is to be in a knowing state. I am. I'm in a knowing state. I am. I'm in a knowing state. Oh, I remember the dot. Obvious. Turns left for me, turns right for him, change my perspective, turns right for me too. Obvious. Knowing state. I exist. Law 1. Knowing state. Obvious. The one is all, the all are one. Obvious.